Hello, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to show you what is Git. Git is a version control system that allows us to tracking all our changes in the source code. Versioning our changes allow us to have a better control in all our applications or simple scripts that we have, and it brings us some methods to recover easily in case anything goes wrong with a newer version. So we can go back to a previous commit and recover our code from that. In the market, there are several versioning control systems. The most popular is Git, for my point of view at least, is Git, but Jenkins also supports different ones such as Subversion or Mercurial, but there are another systems like Monotone or Bazaar, which also helps for this purpose. But in this case, I'm going to use Git to store all our files or source files, and we are going to use some platforms such as GitHub or GitLab. In this case, I'd like to compare those two, and this is the dashboard, the main dashboard for GitLab. In this case, we can create a project which is a repository where we can upload our code, and comparing both, as I mentioned, I discovered that well, the registration process is easier for me in GitHub, and also the project management, but you can use the one that you prefer. Uh, in professional environments, I've been using Bitbucket, which uses Git in the background. So this is another one. So in this case, I'm going to use GitHub. I'm going to create my first repository. I'm going to label as Python. I'm set the permissions as public, and at this point I'm not adding any README or gitignore files, so I'm going to create the repository immediately. Here is my repository. It's empty, but it shows you the instructions to upload new code. This is the URL for my repository. So now in the terminal, I'm having a very simple script in Python, which let's say is my application. I'm having it in a project underscore project Python underscore project directory. This is the list.py, it's a Python extension, and I'm going to upload this code into my repository. To do this, I'm going to initialize this directory with git init. For this, you should have previously installed Git. To install in CentOS or Red Hat, you can use Joom. You can use this, and that's it. After you doing that, you can use the command git. I'm going to initialize this path. Okay, then I'm going to add I'm going to add the connection path to my repository. I'm going to copy this. Okay, it's not remote, it's remote. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to git add. Okay, I'm going to list what I have. I'm going to add list py, or also I'm going to add the entire content of the directory with the dot. Okay, can do a git status, and I can see that is showing me that I just added the list py. Okay, after that I'm going to commit my changes. Okay, it just created a new commit with this hash. This is a unique identifier for my commit. And then I'm going to push my change from my local, which is the origin, to the branch master in the GitHub. It will ask me for my credentials. As you can see, is uploading my files to the repository. Okay, let's go back to my repository in GitHub. I'm going to reload, and as we can see, here is my source code right now in the repository. This is one way to do it. When you already have your application in your local machine, and this is the first time that you want to use an external repository to store that application, to store that source code, then you have to do the steps I just did. But in case you are, let's say, new in the company and there are a lot of repositories where another developers are working on, so they will send you the repository name, and you can clone that repository and start working on your branch or start working on the shared branch. Then let me show you how to clone it. So I'm going to go back. This is the local project that I just uploaded to the repository. So here in the we can find the URL to clone it. So I'm going to copy this, go back to the terminal, just paste the URL, and it will download the entire repository. As you can see, my repository in GitHub is called Python with no underscore, so it just downloaded. I'm going to get in and verify that the code is there. Okay, this is all for this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe to the channel to receive more videos or more notifications about DevOps and these topics. Thanks.